Hey guys, in the last few months, a judge ruled that a man convicted of a crime had to decide either the military or go to jail. This one happened in Kentucky, where we had a jail guard that was supposed to be taking care of this female inmate. He was transporting her. Basically, what ended up happening is he pulled the vehicle to the side of the road and he ended up assaulting her. He forced himself onto her. So he was brought before the judge. He was in a position of trust. And the judge basically said, listen, you have a choice to make. I can put you in jail. You can do your sentence for a misdemeanor crime of assault. Or you can decide to join the military. And this isn't new. In 2006, a similar case occurred in New York when a judge ordered a man who was convicted of assault to join the military. Now, this guy said, fine, put me in. I'm ready to go in. And then the military, specifically the Army, decided you're not qualified. So they did not allow him to get in. An Army spokesman at the time basically cited this jailbird policy that they have in the United States Army. It's a regulation for recruiters that basically states if you are convicted of a crime and the judge or a court orders you to join the military, that pretty much disqualifies you from joining the military. For those that want to look it up, it's AR 601-210. And this join the Army or go to jail, this is a storied tale in the Army's past. I was in the Army for about 20 years, and the Army made songs up specifically to address either join the Army or basically the cadence is, I got a letter in the mail, go to war or go to jail. And basically they ended up going to war. And I believe this type of thing was more prevalent during the Vietnam War, where individuals that were given the choice, there were some that decided, I don't want to go to Vietnam. I don't want to risk my life, so I'd rather go to jail. So some people actually ended up choosing the jail option. So is the military an adequate substitution to go into jail? Now, when I joined, I know a lot of recruits feel the same way. When they first go into the Army recruiter office and they find out that they're qualified to join, the recruiter says, well, you're one of the lucky few. There's so many people that are disqualified. You're one of the small percent of this population that can actually serve into the military. You should feel proud of yourself. And I did. I felt proud that I made it through all the qualifications. And you have to consider the Army, they kind of market themselves. Their culture is around loyalty, duty, integrity, those type of values. There's 7 of them, 7 Army values. They kind of make themselves into this organization with a high honor code. So you're taking an organization like that, and then you're looking at the American penal system and you're suggesting, well, now it's a correctional facility basically, right? We're going to correct the people that are having a difficult time assimilating with society, that have a hard time following rules or laws. We're going to bring them into our organization. And what's going to happen? Are we going to create more conflict, more issues for the leaders in the Army? As an Army leader, and if you were a leader in the military, you understand that 90% of your time is really focused on 10% of that organization. The people that keep showing up late, that keep doing drugs, that keep assaulting individuals, that keep doing the wrong thing. You have a small subset of that organization that is always getting into issues. And if we're introducing criminals into this organization, you can see how that can exacerbate the issue. Also, just because a judge rules it in a courtroom, that does not mean that the individual can just get into the military. There are qualifications. You have to have some level of physical fitness. There are some background checks. There is an ASVAB test, a competency test, to make sure that you're somewhat competent, that you can go in there and do basic tasks. And then there's health, right? I mean, you could have a back issue, you could have some sort of health issue that stems from your family, whether it be diabetes or whatever the case is. There's a lot of health conditions that there are no waivers for. Now, during the War on Terror, there were what we call moral waivers. So if an individual did drugs, say you had a person that was doing cocaine, And then, you know, he did it once or twice, and now he's saying, hey, that's not me anymore. I'm trying to walk the straight and narrow. There were waivers for individuals that could get into the military if they committed assault or if they did minor misdemeanors, and they still wanted to get in on their own accord. During the war, there were times where we were accepting those individuals. And I'm a firm believer, the military is a wonderful organization for young individuals to learn structure, discipline, responsibility. But that desire to join, that has to come from within. That can't be mandated by a judge or mandated by someone's parents. That has to be an individual choice. You have to have that desire, because the ramifications of that decision means that you could potentially give your life up for the country, or you can give your life up for other soldiers. And if you're only in it, say 10 or 15%, if you're not wholeheartedly in it, then you're going to have difficulties making those type of decisions when it counts, when you're overseas, whether it's Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever new war that might be coming. That will impact not only the individual, but also the organization. So the more I think about it, it just seems ludicrous. Like, I cannot believe we're in 2022 and we have judges with this type of mentality that think it's okay to order an individual either to go to jail or go to the military. I don't know. You let me know down below what you guys think. Well, that wraps up the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below. Please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.